This is Heather Matt for Get Your Rock Out. Hello, how are you?
Fine.
So we're here with Visions of Atlantis. What have you been up to since you got here? Is it yesterday?
Yeah, we wrapped yesterday. Shall I look into the camera or look into your eyes?
I don't mind.
Awesome. We wrapped yesterday by plane. We came from Germany and Austria, and our singer Maxinil came from Athens. He arrived a bit earlier yesterday, and it's cool because we had good weather. We expected much more.
Nice,
we expected much more rain actually.
Oh, I think we've had rain this morning, but you know.
Yeah, but
obviously,
it's quite
you guys have brought the weather with you.
Yes, of course.
So, for those of you who are new to your music, how would you describe it for them?
Well, it changed a lot over the years. I think we started with classic symphonic power metal with the first two albums. It got more gothic rock-like later.
Yeah.
Then it was quite heavy on Trinity. On Delta we returned to this power symphonic metal more, and with the new album Athera we mixed up everything we did so far on the previous records and made it actually much more catchy and more a rock style instead of this metal. I think it's now symphonic art rock, metal, modern rock. Smash your face music.
So you got your new album Athera, and it released in March all across Europe and the US, which is great news. So have you chosen Athera for a specific reason? Is it
the title of the album?
The title, yeah.
Oh yeah,
is
this
it to do
is
with the Atlantean mythology, or?
Well, for to answer this question, I have to go back to an afternoon where I had some red wine. I think.
So it's a good start for us.
Yeah, it was. And I was sitting at home, and we were all together. We were brainstorming for the new album titles. Everyone at home, and I was sitting and writing on a blank sheet of paper, and I was thinking we always had this number place with. Trinity the third, Delta the fourth, all this, and I really wanted to keep it. So I was looking, what the fuck can I do with 5? At first I thought about Pentagon, but we're not a war or political band, so I thought about something with 5. Then I found this Greek stuff about the ether as something like a quintessence, and then it was like coming up like a light, and I thought about ether and era, and then I just deleted one E and I said Athera, something like it's actually is a neologistic word, and it's just a mix up out of ether and the era. So now Athera represents the era of the quintessence of Visions of Atlantis as a band, from the music point and from everything this band has been about and is about. Yeah, this I think it's it's the best time of Visions of Atlantis now, and this is represented by the album title.
Oh, brilliant! So for your new album, it's been reviewed as a little less symphonic and more.
That's true.
More with the dual vocals. Is that something you've chosen to do specifically, or
yes,
has that just evolved?
It evolved. On the one hand, it evolved naturally while working on the tracks. When I wrote the first half of the album, it was like I knew something will change a bit compared to Delta.
Okay.
And then Chris, our guitar player, took his hand on all the production stuff, and he is working a lot with all these synth sounds and modern stuff, and he has a very because of his great ability for the guitar sounds and his great in techniques, we tried to do something different, and we knew that something will change, and the less symphonic elements came naturally because we saw the songs itself are more down to earth, more rocky, more mature, and somehow also much more organic. And we needed some more space. For instance, for the first time we use extensively some kind of acoustic guitars. We never used that before. We have in 2 or 3 songs, and we have this post-apocalyptic feeling because the lyrics are dealing with all this stuff. And Chris really made it. I was like telling him what the lyrics about, and just giving me something like make a cinema out of it. And in the end it turned out to be much symphonic elements in some single seconds, and in other moments completely no. And so I think every single aspect of this band has now much more air and much more positions to breathe.
Yeah.
The symphonic parts are still here, but they're not covering everything.
Right,
But
yeah.
when they're here, they're really, I think, extremely present. But we also want to give that all more space to breathe, and the lyrics this time, for me personally, are really, really important for the whole album, because it's the first time we made something like a complete lyrical concept. Everything needs more space to breathe.
Yeah. So how do you tour managing as well? How do you fit that in with band and everything? It sounds like a lot to do.
For me,
Yeah, for you personally.
Actually, it's no problem, because in the band we have something like a very easy to handle plan and schedule that we say we can rely on each other. For instance, now I do the tour management stuff, I do the financial stuff, booking stuff, and I'm also taking care for some stuff, parts of the merchandise together with the others. Chris, for instance, and Mario, they take care for everything happening on stage. So we can rely on each other. The one cares for this, the other for that, and in the end we meet up and we know everything works perfectly, so it's not much to do, and the band is not a profession. We're doing it as a hobby. We all have normal jobs besides that. By the way, yes, of course, I study in university and I'm working in school as well, so for me it's just a free weekend, and we still love it to do it. This is why we do it, but
Sounds like us,
it's completely, for me it's no work.
Yeah, it's
This
something
is
you
just
enjoy
fun,
doing, it's
and
your
I really
passion.
like it, and so it's no problem. Really.
Wow, I just can't believe you do so much. Do you actually get any free time though?
Yeah, of course. I have lots of free time because I'm a student. And people always say that students usually have free time, and I can tell you, yes, it's true. If you do it the right way, it's really true. And we have summer holidays, we have Easter holidays, and besides that, I also work at a normal job.
Right.
Besides university and besides the band, I'm responsible in Austria also for Nescafe, for instance, working in promotional area. So I have really a 7-day schedule. That means Monday is free time learning, Tuesday to Thursday being in university, Friday and Saturday working for Nescafe or being somewhere on tour, and on Sunday I'm learning for the tests on Monday or Tuesday. So, but it's big fun, and I would not like to change anything in my life because it's so diverse.
Yeah.
I like it to have 5, 6, 7 things to do.
You're not going to get bored.
You just have to have a good plan. That's
plan.
all. A good plan is everything. So it works.
So you've toured all over. Do you find much differences between the different countries that you go to and the different places for the shows?
Have a question. For me personally, it's just about the food. In some countries, I prefer the food to other countries. From the people, I never saw any difference. I think you just can divide. You have people you like from the first moment, nice people or not so nice people, and you will meet them anywhere. It doesn't matter if you're in China, if you're in Great Britain, if you're in Spain, if you're in America. You will just meet nice people or not nice people. Everything else I don't care about, and this is the same everywhere. So I just prefer countries, as I study history. For me, countries with big and interesting cultural stuff are even more interesting. So I'm very much in the UK, into France, for instance, also in the Far East, something like China or India and stuff. But about the people, I don't care really. It's I like people who are nice, and I don't like people who are not nice.
Sounds like a good idea.
The only strategy you need in life.
Yeah. So we're here at the Days of Darkness Festival, and is there anyone that you're looking forward to catching today?
Completely. I'm already now full of energy, but to be honest, today I'm sharing a keyboard with a guy from another band, so at the moment I still don't know where is my keyboard, because I just don't know it. And so at about 5 or 6 p.m. I will take care that I grab the right keyboard out of the ones that are available for me, and with the keyboard, and then we're ready to crush the place. But today I will change positions with our guitarist Chris, because normally I play on the right side in front of the audience. Today I will do on the left because it's easier for the guitar caps. So it's for me a completely new perspective, because on tour I'm used to the last years it's completely other perspective, because normally I'm used to look at the others on the right side, now everything changes, so I'm really even more full of energy today. And really eager to like fist and scream and take the microphone. You will hear me scream for several times today, I'm sure.
So what can fans expect from you for the rest of the year?
For the yes, oh well, we're looking forward playing Metal Female Voices Fest in Belgium later this year, and for the summer we want to concentrate already on songwriting for the next album, because this is why we really select shows to play. Not that much shows, more to concentrate on the music. Actually, Visions of Atlantis has always been a band more speaking through the music and the soundscapes we involve on the albums, and so we really say we play this, and it's not that much. So maybe later the year going on tour once again, but we'll see. For me personally, I would prefer instead using summer and autumn to concentrate and work on the concept already and first ideas for the next album, because we want to go the next step for us as an artist. And what I'm looking forward is that Mario Planck, our singer, who did not write any lyrics and songs on Ethera because he wanted to find his new way of composing. And for the next album, we're already collecting ideas because he will return and also song in the songwriting.
Oh, brilliant!
And so we will have another aspect. So Ethera was just the beginning. I'm sure many fans from the first albums maybe will be disappointed also with Ethera and the next steps, but we also keep the core, and we just circle around it in different ways. And so there's always something to well, let's say to find and something to explore.
To keep it fresh.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Well, we look forward to seeing you on stage later, and thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure. See you. Bye bye.